So the next thing that's coming up in New York is the Bruce Lee restorations at MoMA,
Right
which
on.
is a really big deal. No matter how you feel about Bruce Lee, some people feel like, I've had enough of that, but I always
No,
think on the big screen he's still really impressive.
very exciting to see all five of the films in 4K restoration.
I don't think it's all five, it's just the Golden Harvest ones. So it's the
They're showing
Big
Game of Death
Boss.
too, I think. No,
The Big Boss,
Maybe I'm wrong.
Fist of Fury should be in there.
Enter the Dragon.
Right.
No, Enter the Dragon I don't think
That's my
is.
favorite. Like
I'm
that's the
pretty
one I'm
sure
really
they are,
excited
but I
about.
But I don't think they did a restoration of it. I think that's already been done by Warner's.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, I could be wrong too.
But the thing that I think is really amazing about these is this is out of Richa Vista, L'Imagine, whatever it's called in Hong Kong, which
Yeah.
is the Hong Kong, the Asian arm of the Italian restoration house.
Oh,
So
right.
These guys have spent a really long time convincing Hong Kong production companies that it's worth spending the money for these scans and restorations of their old movies. They did A Better Tomorrow. They're going to do C'est la vie, mon chéri, the Lau Ching-wan movie.
Yeah.
And they're doing a lot of Golden Harvest stuff and Golden Princess stuff.
They're doing a lot of Chinese language films, right?
Yeah. And so these Bruce Lee ones are really, really important. I mean, they're going back, they've taken the original camera negatives, they've matched up the color from the original film stock, they've gone and taken like reference photos from the set, they've gone all out. And this is not common practice with Hong Kong production companies.
That's
So
right.
it's amazing they've spent the money for these. This is huge because Golden Harvest is sort of the mother lode for
Absolutely.
Jackie Chan, Golden Princess stuff from John Woo goes through there,
Right.
Sammo stuff, all this stuff goes through there. And Golden Harvest has apparently been really encouraged by the results of these Bruce Lee restorations and the
see.
Better Tomorrow restoration, and they're going all out to do their archive.
That's good. That's good
And
news.
that's huge. Like, people won't fall in love with foreign movies until they can see them. You know, and as much as I admire places like the World Cinema Foundation and all that with their work to preserve films, I think showing those movies is as important as preserving them. The fact is there just aren't materials to show for a lot of these things. So
Absolutely,
suddenly there's going to be
absolutely.
DCPs, these 4K DCPs
Yeah,
available
no one's gonna show
for rent.
these.
Yeah, to
it's
show this stuff. I mean, like, people talk about John Woo, you know, kids coming up now. My nephew's 21. He sort of knows John Woo kind of through his Hollywood work.
That's
but,
right.
You know, to have a chance to see this stuff, it's what we all went through when we first saw these movies and fell in love with them. No one has that opportunity anymore because these movies just don't screen.
Yeah.
you
No, I
know?
definitely remember noticing Golden Harvest and reading about how it was the rebellion from Shaw Brothers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
really
yeah.
broke a lot of new ground and did great films.
Yeah. And then the other thing I think, which is coming up, the Tokyo Drifter screening, the Suzuki Seijan film in Japan study, which to me is really bizarre because everyone always thinks of Suzuki Seijan as this Yakuza director.
Right.
And they just did that big retrospective at Lincoln Center last year, I think.
They did like
And
quite.
what was really fascinating is they're showing all these movies people rarely see because usually what you see is Tokyo Drifted and Branded to
That's
Kill
right,
and maybe
yeah.
Gate of Flesh because that's what's available.
Right.
And you start realizing he did a ton of women's pictures and women's dramas and melodramas that are sort of as important and as accomplished. Like the Yakuza stuff is a part of his output.
Well, Gate of Flesh, Story of a Prostitute, they're incredible films. But the thing about Suzuki that people should know is that he's like a surrealist, anarchist muckmaker.
Right. But
I mean,
I'm
it's
just saying,
hilarious
like,
and
but like,
amazing.
everyone associates him with Yakuza movies, and like I sort of have started after getting more access to see more of his stuff. I've started associating more as a guy who did female dramas and also Yakuza stuff rather than Yakuza.
Yeah, I always thought of him as sort of a 60s
think that's
pop
how
art.
he's perceived, right?
Yeah, I
Well, I'm saying for real, looking at his output
see.
rather than just what was available, looking at actually the totality of what he did.
I don't really see him as a
yeah,
Yakuza,
I don't either. I see him as
Yeah.
I think his immediate image is, oh, he's that pop art weirdo who did action movies but subverted them, which is what he did. Youth of the Beast is incredible, but he's almost making fun of the genre, but pulling out all the stops.
Right, and what I'm saying is I think he did that
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all got this feeling that's all he did.
He
and
did
then you
a
start
lot of
realizing
films.
that like doing these female dramas were kind of almost more amazing. I mean, Story of Sorrow and Sadness, like you were saying, Gate of Flesh, Story of a Pro.
Story of Sorrow and Sadness is great because it is a woman's picture, but it's some kind of weird melodrama, but he plays it like an off-kilter, hysteric, I don't know what, psychodrama.
But I mean, Carmen from Kawachi, it's like, I feel like without being able to have access to seeing this stuff, you're going by what you can see. And when someone like Suzuki Seijan for 20 years, the only 4 movies available were like Youth of the Beast, Tokyo Drifter, Branded to Kill, and Gate of Flesh. you think that's all he does. You know what I mean? And that was a very small portion.
He's very prolific. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, made more films than Akira Kurosawa probably,
Right.
and he worked in a variety of genres. He did teenage films and all, and he hit his stride and started to get this sort of style, which was always sort of tense and hysteric.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what he was doing.
Great filmmaker anyway. I think it's a good opportunity to see the
Yeah.
film.
I mean, even Tokyo Drifter, which I think has been, I don't really need to see again in my life, it's still worth seeing on the big screen. It is
Yeah, if you
so
haven't
gorgeous.
seen it, if you haven't seen it projected, go see it because just the colors alone, those scenes in the snow, it's just, you know, it's another great spectacle.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful movie. I mean, you get why it was one of the first ones available here.